Well, good afternoon. It's a Saturday afternoon. I'm out at the farm. I have gotten a lot done today. I really needed a day like this where I could get a lot of work knocked out. I was able to get a first coat of paint up in the bathroom, and I will put some footage right here to show you what's going on there. We've decided for the time being, we're just going to leave the bathroom alone, put some paint on it, clean it up a little bit, but it is what it is, and it's going to have to stay that way for a little bit. We have other priorities in our life that need funding prior to redoing the bathroom there, so for now it's going to be what it's going to be, but we can make it look as nice as possible. I also had time because this is the first Saturday in many Saturdays where it has not thunderstormed. There are thunderstorms coming tomorrow, but I'm in a rush to get some work done today. So I was able to cut the half-acre pasture that's on that side of the property, and I'll put some footage in there. And I've started re-tilling the half-acre pasture up here in the north corner of the property. I'm about halfway done. It's taken about an hour and a half to get this far. So I don't know if I'll finish it tonight. I don't want to be out here running the tractor at 8 o'clock at night. But you can see, as promised the first time, this is untilled. Well, it's been tilled once, but I'm in the process, obviously with the rain, grass and stuff has popped up. The first time I tilled, I went north to south. This time I'm going east to west. It's doing a great job. The grass that has popped up, it's just pulling it right out, flipping it over. And I think if I till one more time and then apply the herbicide that I've got, we will have killed everything off in this field. And then we'll be ready for wildflowers at the end of August, early part of September. All right, I'm gonna get back on the tractor. Got a lot of work to do in the next hour and a half. I'll set up the camera here and you can watch for a little bit. All right. Well, hello. You are joining me at about 7 o'clock at night on Saturday, July 26th. It has been a very productive, semi-eventful day at the farm today. Came up here early this morning, and I've been working all day. 3 major projects got finished up today, and I'm really excited about them. For starters, I got a second tilling on the upper half acre. You might wonder what that grass is in the middle. That's a giant gopher hole that I'd rather not take the tractor into. So we'll spray that with some herbicide. But basically, if you remember, last time I did the tilling, I went north to south. This time I went east to west. The soil is just fantastic. It's a nice, rich, black soil. It's really exciting how nice the soil is up here in Preston County. But I got a second tilling done, so hopefully that has pulled up all the grass, all the stuff that had popped up here in the last 2 months with all the rain we've had, ripped it out by its roots. It'll dry out in the sun tomorrow, next week. There's not much rain coming, so that's a good thing. So hopefully we can get this dried out. I may have to till one more time, and then we'll put down some herbicide, and then this field will be ready for planting. So I'm pretty excited about that. Went really well. I think I understand how to run the tiller now. I understand how to set the depth and all of that. There's not even very many rocks in this field. But really happy to get this done. So let's go to the other field now and let me show you what I've done there. Okay, so now we're in the other field. Today was the day I was able to get the rotary cutter out and knock down 3.5 to 4 foot tall grasses and weeds and flowers and things. It really makes you feel guilty to do that because there's bees and there were bunnies all over here and just all kinds of wildlife out there, and I feel really bad knocking all this down. But it is hopefully for the better good, and we'll have a nice pollinator pasture here next year, and everybody will be happy again. So getting this knocked down, I will probably need to do a second mow here. This hay is pretty thick in some places, so in order to till, it's obviously already dried out because it's turning gray, but before I run the tiller, I'm going to want to try to clean some of this up. So anyway, got this mowed, and now I'm feeling in much better shape. Tomorrow I'm going to spend the night at the house, so tomorrow's Sunday. If it doesn't rain, there's a small chance of thunderstorms, then I may be able to start working on this again tomorrow. Maybe bring the Husqvarna down here, the finishing mower, and just blow and cut, basically mulch all that up. But feeling a little better about it nonetheless. Let's go inside the house and I'll show you what I got done in the bathroom. Okay, well, it's Sunday at 1 o'clock and I just wanted to show you the final results in the bathroom here. I painted the ceiling, painted the walls twice. It needs a good tile cleaning, but basically new light, towel bars, mirror. Moved the mirror from this side over to this side, just to kind of change the perspective in the room. And then maybe a big graphic picture of a waterfall or something West Virginia nature related would be cool over there. So anyway, I got to get a light switch and a couple other things, but this is how I spent the weekend when I was inside getting this bathroom done. Again, we will eventually redo this. The plan has been to just basically gut the whole bathroom, put a shower system in, move the commode, new sinks and all that. But for now, for $100 or whatever I had in paint, I guess $200 with the light. Okay, $300 with the mirror. But for a couple $100, it's much nicer, much more comfortable, less scary. Well, good morning. It is Saturday, August 9th, and we're out at the farm. So here's what's on the plate today. This is a half-acre parcel, basically everything that appears to be mowed. This is one of the wildflower pastures. I cut it with the rotary cutter about 2 weeks ago. As you can see, it's starting to grow back today. But today we're going to break out the tiller and we're going to start to dig into this ground. The other half-acre pasture that I'll show you here in a bit is looking pretty good. There's a little bit of grass coming back, but after 2 tillings, it's pretty much killed a lot of that off. So I'm hoping to get the first tilling on this one done today. The next 5 to 6 days are supposed to be pretty hot, pretty dry, so that'll help kill things off. And then maybe one more tilling and we'll be ready to put some seeds in. So this is on the mission today. I'm going to start tilling and I'm going to see if there's too much grass here or not. It's still pretty thick with grass. The tiller, when the first time you till soil that hasn't been tilled in a while, it's pretty tough and it takes a good bit of force to get into it. So I got to do it kind of on the surface at first. So it may take 2 rounds today. The first to just kind of scuff up the top, rip off the grass a little bit, and the second one to really dig into the soil. Same thing happened over there. The first time I tilled it, I went down about 2.5, 3 inches. The next time, because that soil was already broken up, I could get it into, I don't know, I think we were 4 or 5 inches deep at that point. So that is what's on the plate for today. Came up here yesterday after work, did a lot of mowing. Got the house, the yard all mowed around the house. Got some of my trails mowed. Just trying to keep up on things. Unfortunately, the garden's not looking very good. It's just too hard to do this when you're up here once every other week. It is quite overgrown. I'm hoping later today to bring a weed eater in here. I don't even think Lisa wants to step foot in there because it's so thick and there could be some creepy crawlies in there, but I'm going to try to get this cleaned up a little bit. I did notice a couple tomatoes. The corn has corn, but it doesn't look very good. So I would say that being an absentee gardener and just being up here every 2 weeks is not going to do it. So I'm going to, it's about 9 o'clock in the morning. Neighbors are already gone. Everybody's out. I hear tractors off in the distance. So we're going to break out the John Deere and we're going to start some tilling over here. Let's get into it. Greetings and welcome to the Old McDonald Farm. I know it's been many weeks since we've had any sort of updates. Those that know we've been pretty distracted for most of the summer. I will update you on where we are though, because there is some good progress being made. Right now I am standing in the southern pasture. Here's the house, just right off the house here. And last weekend I was able to come up. This is a half-acre plot here. And I was able to get it all tilled for wildflower seeds. And fortunately we had a hot, sunny week, so everything that I churned up, it just killed it off, which is exactly what I needed. I will probably till this a second time just to break up that soil a little more and soften it up, but really pleased with how this turned out. Now, this was a little more challenging. This has got a little bit of a slope to it. And actually I was right in this area and the brakes went out on the tractor because I'd been riding them down these hills and I think they overheated, so I had to slam it into neutral and turn off the tiller real quick because the tiller was kind of pushing me down the hill. So that was kind of fun, but other than that, no major problems. This is the first tilling this field's probably had in, I couldn't tell you, 10, 15, 20 years, 40 years, who knows. So the soil was pretty packed down. It took a good bit to get through here. But now that I've got it churned up, a second tilling will go really quick. It'll break up the bigger clods, fold the rest of this grass, dried out grass underneath there. So it was my plan to do this today. I'm happy enough with how this looks that I don't think I'm going to. The plan for seeding is that next weekend the Tasmanian fruit flies will be visiting, but the following weekend is Labor Day weekend, and I am planning on putting the wildflower seed in the ground over Labor Day weekend. Just praying the weather holds out for me. So what I probably will do is come up here on that Friday, till both areas just to break it up, loosen it up. Saturday morning come out and put that seed in and get a harrow and kind of fluff some dirt over that seed, and then we're done. So this is a big project. This has been an expensive project because I ended up buying a tractor to support this project. Of course we can use it in other areas, but the main part of the use for the tractor has been to get these fields ready. So let's go up. Looks like one of my neighbors is out there doing some cutting, but let's go up to the front northern corner, which is up along the roadway, and I'll show you what that one looks like. All right, so now we're up in the northern corner. We are along the roadway here, along Brandonville Pike. This is the other half-acre plot that has been cleared, tilled 3 times. So I've been able to do this north and south once, then east and west once, and then I did north and south again. And this is just super soft, not very many clods in there. I do want to go through and pick up some of the bigger rocks. I'm going to bring my cart up here and get that done. So the 2 half-acre fields have both been tilled at least once. They're both looking really good, and I will till them a second time prior to putting the seeds in, probably in about 3 weeks. Oh yeah, I also got this rhododendron planted today. Thanks, Darla and Rochelle. Hey, thanks so much for checking out this video. I will hopefully get another video out. I've got a pretty busy weekend next weekend, so it may be 2 weeks till my next video's out, but we'll keep you posted on what's happening at the Old McDonald Farm.